Here we are getting ready for this showdown between these two fighters. Should be a good one. I'm Todd Grisham, and next to me for the broadcast, the one and only Johnny Nelson.
About time too.
And now it's time for the tale of the tape. And of course, here he is, Alexander Usyk. He's 6'3" with a 78-inch reach. And he'll be facing Andy Ruiz Jr. He's 188 centimeters tall, and his reach is also 188 cm.
Giving away a lot of weight here, so now this is where you have to be smart. This is where you've got to be sharp. You've got to try and time those shots coming through. Even being lent on by the heavy opponent makes it hard. You've got to be fit. You've got to be on point. You cannot afford to make any mistakes.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and heavyweight champion of the world, fighting out of Ukraine. Andy Ruiz Jr., who could forget when he upset Anthony Joshua in one of the most shocking heavyweight wins in world history. In the process, he became the first Mexican-American world heavyweight champ ever.
Weight-wise, it's going to be a teller, because when you get hit with them shots, it's going to hurt and we're going to feel it.
This bout is scheduled for 10 rounds of boxing. Fighting out of the red corner, and now from Crimea in Ukraine, here is an undisputed cruiserweight world champion and an undisputed heavyweight champion of the world, Alexander Usyk. Fighting out of the blue corner, from Imperial, California in the United States, the first Mexican-American world heavyweight champion in boxing history, a unified heavyweight champion of the world, the Destroyer, Andy Ruiz Jr.
A lot of trash talk between these two fighters. Now it's time to put up or shut up.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night, because if you're a fight fan like me, this is what I live for.
What a great venue, and what a great matchup. Cannot wait for this one. You can't imagine how bad these fighters want to get their hands on each other. Misses with the straight left. Well, they're going deep into the gas tank on this round. This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
Counterpunch is my favorite kind of fighter. A good counterpuncher, they're the people that make the history of our sport.
You can't make a mistake at the heavyweight level and not expect to be punished for it. And the big cat goes down. It looked great live. How will it look again on slow motion replay?
Shot from the gods, they say. A shot from the gods.
One, two, three, four. Listen to me. Are you okay?
How about that will to win and refusal to stay down as this fight continues?
The corner need to think nice and sharp. They know
It's been all one-way traffic with just 10 seconds to go in the round. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round.
Right.
That'll be a...
Get your boxing back together.
Here we go, round two. Who's going to land the first big shot? They really got banged up last round. What can they do here to change the momentum?
that knockdown we just saw was a heavy knockdown. I'd be very, very surprised if he'll come out fresh as a daisy. That's not going to happen. He's got to hustle now. He's got to bluff him.
Beautiful counter punch. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Usyk into the fray.
It's been a tough round.
Oh, Johnny, take a look at this action. The big Ukrainian in big trouble. I thought that was the end, but here we go again. Back into the fire.
Now they've got to wake up. They've got to get on the back foot, clear the head a little bit, then jump back into it again. It's all about the hustle. Get back on it.
Halfway through the round, and I don't know who... Whoa, and Andy Ruiz couldn't take any more. I want to see that again, but from a different angle.
Where did that come from? What a shot.
One, two, three, four, five, six.
Final 10 seconds here, and this has not been his round for sure. Let's talk about Andy Ruiz in that last round. It's not a... And there's the bell to start round 3. Let's see how he bounces back here after getting dropped in the last round.
What a knockdown. 1 minute. You need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
When are we going to see a jab from these two? Sometimes when you're fighting a counter fighter, the rounds can get a little boring. You get trigger shy because you know if you throw a punch, one is coming right back at you.
Reaction is second to none. It's the blink of an eye, and they're waiting for any little twitch you do. So you've got to fight a counter punch is smart.
Catch and shoot. Nope, that hook won't score. Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. And down goes Andy Ruiz. Blink and you miss it. Good thing we can watch that all over again.
That's lights out right there.
One, two, three, four, five, six. Are you okay?
Let's talk about Andy Ruiz Jr. in that last shot. Here we go in round 4. Who's going to land the first big shot? His eyes look pretty clear here, Johnny. How do you think he's going to do after being knocked down in the last round?
Todd, listen to me. If I knock somebody down like that round, you know this round coming out? He's getting everything, full barrel because I know his legs are gone. So this, you watch what's going to happen. If he doesn't, I'll be very, very surprised.
Got out of the way of that right hook. The only fear you have with this fighter is has he punched himself out? Nice counter. And he misses with that straight left. Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. Here we go in round 5. Who's going to land the first big shot? That last round was huge for him, Johnny. How does he keep the momentum going?
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Through the straight left, but it won't score. Unlucky to miss with that jab. Those counter punches have to hurt. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want. Because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a tear. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way. And they'll get so angry, so frustrated because...
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round.
Switch on.
Let's start the 6. Well, they got battered last round. How do they turn their fortunes around?
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you. And that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Starting to take some deep breaths now, but still fighting hard. Andy Ruiz is rocked. That was the moment.
Defense.
Hold on a second, Johnny. Did you see that? Andy Ruiz on the verge of going down. How is this fight still continuing?
Green Days now needs to steady the pace. Get the pace back to normal.
Halfway through the round, and there's not a lot separating these two.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Is he going to punch himself out, though? Very close round with 10 seconds to go. Usyk might go down here. What an upset. Let's talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round.
Good work, he's thinking.
Here comes round 7. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is...
Whoa, Johnny, take a look at this action. Oh my, the Ukrainian has been rattled. Didn't wait long to get back and get engaged.
What recovery skills they are. What a shot it was. Completely gone. I thought there's no way he's going to finish this round. But look at that. Look at the movement. Look at the speed. Back on it. Like it never happened.
Nice counter punch right up the middle. There's no way this fighter can go punch for punch. Their resistance to these blows just isn't the same.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like...
Hold on, gotta cut you off here, Johnny. And Ruiz goes to the canvas. Wow, that impact was incredible. Let's take another look at it.
You're right, Todd. What a shot.
You saw it here live, a knockout win. Congratulations.
Well, there's no argument right there. You say it. Night-night.